Merhaba herkese. Bugün Helsinki'de Laurea'da Üniversitesi'ndeyiz. Aslında Vantaa şehrindeyiz. Helsinki Havalimanı'nın olduğu şehirdeyiz. Laurea'da Üniversitesi'ndeyiz ve yanımda sevgili Sanna var. Hello Sanna.
Hello, how are you doing?
How are you today?
I'm good.
Would you like to introduce yourself first, who you are?
Yeah, sure. My name is Sanna Partamies. I'm a Director of International Education here at Laurea'da, and we are operating in many countries. Now we are opening our separate application processes in Turkey, which we are very happy. We would like to have a lot of Turkish students to our university.
Yes, hopefully in the spring. Why you are looking for international students? Why Finland needs international students?
Well, for many reasons, I should say. Laurea'da University of Applied Sciences have a strategy. We have plans to have a lot of international students. Of course, population is aging in Finland. We also need to have foreign workers here. And I think the best way to get the people working in Finland is also educate them in Finland.
So you were in Turkey, in Ankara and in Istanbul in November. You met the Turkish people in there. So you have a bit understanding our personality and how we live. Do you think that the Turkish students, when they come to Finland, they can be also happy, the happiest?
I have visited Turkey actually more than 10 times.
Oh.
So I have had a lot of holidays in southern part of Turkey. I think it's a huge change for a student who decides to move and study in some other country. I think they are pretty brave to do that kind of change in their life. But I think we can offer them a good education here in Finland.
The good quality, stress-free education.
Yes, but of course they need to study hard. In Finland, if they want to stay in Finland after graduation, they also need to learn Finnish language.
Yes.
So that is like an extra thing. But if they later on want to stay in Finland and have a permanent residence permit in Finland, there are standards of Finnish language skills also. And we are pointing that out to our students from the beginning. We are offering them also Finnish language courses. We prefer that they will take those. Their life in Finland will be a little bit easier if they speak, at least in some level.
Yes, and in Laurea you provide scholarship to the students who learn Finnish, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Once during their studies they can have a scholarship related to their Finnish language skills.
Perfect.
And YKI test.
Perfect. What about the part-time jobs? If students want to work, those areas that you have the campuses, they all are in the metropolitan area, the Helsinki area.
Yeah, in the Helsinki great metropolitan area.
Yeah.
If I think that Vantaa and Espoo are quite near Helsinki, Lohja, Hyvinkää, and Porvoo they all are approximately 50 kilometers from Helsinki. So we are operating in Uusimaa area.
So is it easy for students to find a part-time job while they study?
The residence permit for students, residence permit A, related to their studies, allows students to work average 30 hours per week. But right now, without any Finnish language skills and without any studies, it has been a little bit more difficult to find a part-time studies. I think it's easier for our students when they have lived and stayed in Finland like more than 1 year. Then they more likely find a part-time job. Laurea is not offering any job, so the students need to be very active. Some of the students find some kind of part-time job like in a few months when they have arrived, and some students don't find it. So it depends on how active you are.
And how about the area? Like how inclusive the Vantaa is? Like how the local people in here welcome the international students?
I think our campuses welcome very well our international students. In Laurea we are having 6 campuses, one in Vantaa, this Tikkurila campus where we are right now. Then we have 2 campuses in Espoo, in Leppävaara and in Otaniemi. Then we have 1 campus in Hyvinkää, and all these 4 campuses we are having our international students. So in Espoo 2 campuses, in Vantaa 1 campus, and in Hyvinkää 1 campus. Then we have 2 more campuses, one in Lohja and one in Porvoo. In Porvoo we are having some international international students, and we will be also in the future. Right now we are not having international students in Lohja campus, but it might change.
Okay, what kind of degrees there are in Lohja campus?
In Lohja there is nursing, social services and business management.
Okay, so our Turkish students, the exam that we are gonna have in Turkey in spring, most probably they will be in Lohja campus?
No, for business information technology students will be in Leppävaara campus in Espoo. Business management students will be also in Leppävaara campus, and the nursing students will be in Otaniemi campus.
Okay.
But that's changed. We have this kind of rolling system that for example in nursing, we have Otaniemi, Tikkurila and Hyvinkää campus, where we are right now having these nursing degrees, and every third group will go to Tikkurila, and every third group will go to Otaniemi. So the campus might change in different application period.
Okay.
And for example, business management we are having in Leppävaara and in Hyvinkää. But the next group will be in Leppävaara, and the group after that will be in Hyvinkää campus.
Okay, we plan to have an exam in April, and then the next exam will be October, so it will be also intern. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Finland is the happiest country, 8th time in a row. And what do you think the reason behind that? Why you are so happy and how you are so happy?
That's a good question. You know, in this ranking, they are measuring these things: high trust and safety, low corruption level, and high trust in neighbors and government, and work-life balance. I think that is very good.
Yes.
In Finland, that people are working hard, but they still have a lot of free time. I think quite long holidays.
Yes, very long.
Yeah. So and we're having easy access to nature. There is a lot of forest and lakes, and you can use them. It's in every man's right to use those places. And then we have a strong welfare system. I think we have a good education and good healthcare system. And I think these are the things that they are measuring it. Of course, I think that the Laurea'da is best university of applied sciences in Finland, but our university is very student-centered, and we have a lot of international students, and then we have having a good support system. We have tutor teachers, we have a student counselors, we are having a career services. In Laurea'da, we think that we are here for you, so there is no use to have a school without the students. And I think also our pedagogical approach, learning by developing, that during studies we are doing a lot of cooperation with the local companies and third sector providers and municipalities, that also help our students to find a job later on. But universities of applied sciences are like a work-centered universities. That our thing is to serve the needs that work life have. So that's why we are doing a lot of different kind of projects and internships and whatever with the local companies.
Perfect. And so do they get support while looking for internship?
Yes. The application period will start 18th of March and it will end 1st of April, and every applicant needs to apply in study info system. And the application fee is 100 euros. And that money doesn't come to Laurea'da. And that money goes to Ministry of Education for keeping that system alive. And then you have 1 week time to attach all the documents. And the deadline for the documents is 8th of April.
Which documents? IELTS?
IELTS or PTE.
TOEFL?
Or TOEFL, yes, in certain area.
Yes.
And then a high school diploma or vocational school diploma or higher diploma, bachelor or master diploma, but the lowest level is high school diploma or vocational school diploma.
And if they are graduating soon, the official
In the
letter...
spring?
Yeah. Official letter from the school.
Yes.
Telling the graduation
If they are graduating before the study starts in the beginning of August. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else? It's just
passport.
Passport. Okay.
They need to upload the passport.
Valid passport. Yes.
Valid passport. Yes.
Great.
These are the documents, And like I said, the application fee is €100.
And if they can apply as many as schools.
6.
Yeah, if they fail to the Laurea'da test, for example, they can apply to the other schools.
The €100 is for it's for the semester that the students studies start, so they can apply also in joint application.
Yes.
Or if they have applied in January joint application, they don't need to pay the fee again.
Yes.
If the studies start in autumn term, so then it's only like a one application fee in term. But we are having a face-to-face entrance exams in Istanbul, and there are many reasons why we do it. We think that the student journey starts when the person does or do his or her application. And of course we are testing applicants in the entrance exams, but we also want to be there that we can tell more about Laurea'da, Finland, and the degree program they are applying to. And we are there also for the applicants' questions, not only testing them, but of course we are testing them too. We have a theoretical exams. Even though they have a document of the English language skills, we are still testing the English language skills. Reading, writing, speaking skills, and also English grammar. We think that it's good to test the English language skills. It is somehow a cultural shock to move to other country. And if you are struggling with the language in a school, we want to avoid that the situation comes too hard for the student. And then we are testing mathematical skills and mathematical logical reasoning skills and aptitude to the sector that they are applying. So all in all, the theoretical exams will take approximately 4 hours with the breaks. We are first testing English, and then there is this mathematical and mathematical logical reasoning skills, and then there is an essay, some topic. And then we are evaluating the results, and those who pass it, we will invite them to the interview. And the interview is a group interview, normally 3 applicants and 2 Laurea'da teachers, mainly English language teacher and a teacher from the degree program. And who passed the theoretical part? Those passes, we think that if half of it is right, then it's good.
Good, half of it, really good.
Half of it. There will be approximately 20 questions in math.
Okay.
If you pass it, half of it, then it's good. Yes.
Good.
So we don't think that it's okay to be average good.
Yes.
That is also how we think later on when students are here at Laurea'da, because we will give a scholarship if a student passes 60 credits per academic year or the year that they have studied, then person will get the 15% of scholarship. And when the tuition fee is 9,500, it is 1,425 euros, and it doesn't matter what scores a person get. You know, the 5 is the highest and 1 is the lowest.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter because we know that some universities of applied sciences, they give scholarships only 5 best in the class. But we don't value that so much.
Okay.
We value that the studies are ongoing. The students study as they should study, the 60 credit per year. This 60 credit that you have passed 60 credit per year, you can apply that scholarship 3 times in bachelor level. And I think this is quite unique.
Good, really good.
So our bachelor level students can have 4 scholarships, 3 times that their studies are running smoothly, 60 credits per academic year, and once they can have a scholarship about Finnish language skills.
Perfect.
Yeah. For those who are studying business-related degrees or hospitality management, they can have a scholarship when they have reached A2 level in YKI-test.
Good.
And those who are studying healthcare, social and healthcare related areas, they can have a scholarship when they reach level B2.
Okay.
And I think YKI-tests are like a national test. and it costs around 100 or 200 euros to make the test. But we always advise our students that book the test when you are sure that you can pass it, and of course you need to pay that around 200 euros for the test, but if you are sure that you will pass it, you will get like a quite big scholarship.
How big?
It is the same 15%. It is 1,425 euros. So all in all, you will have money to you like a 1,000.
Yes. Enough to live for 1 month.
Or 1.5 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time. It was always, people always had some interest towards Finland, but Finland is a mystery for Turkish people. They don't really know what is going on in here, in the higher education and in the cultural level. Thank you so much for sharing your opinion.
Thank you.
And all the information that is related to the exam. And see you in Turkey in April.
Yes. Yes, I'm looking forward that. Thank you.
Teşekkür ederiz herkese izlediğiniz için. Sınava başvurmak isterseniz ve daha fazla sorularınız varsa bu konuyla ilgili bize yazabilirsiniz. Bye from Moi from
Moikka!
Finland.